Back in the air, Lamas now with the lead. DJ Curtis just behind. DJ Curtis is on a mission to take the points lead from Jordan Smith this weekend. Alan Cavanero, Jordan Davis, though, have something to say about that as they go into the corner. Nico Hall on the inside trying to fight to get his lap back here. Alan Cavanero looking for 3 wide in the corner. Goes for 3 wide, looks for second. An incredible move by Cavanero. John Skabnicki going to follow suit as well as they are almost 4 wide into that corner. That was almost a wreck. Zachary Fitzwater has lost a cylinder in the 59. Didn't take long at all. It's the 59 and Fitzwater loses control of the car. He gets into a Red Bull and there goes both the Stuttgart cars. And I think that's Skabnicki in the wall. And one of the Stuttgart cars goes sliding down the track. Oh man, another caution already. We're gonna look at a replay of the accident here, so we're gonna get an interesting camera view. Fitzwater gets loose, gets into Skabnicki, and gets into both of the Stuttgart cars, not collared, Skylar Johnson and I believe James Shelley. And look at all that smoke. Smoke will rise from idiocy. We're gonna try and see if we can go more than 2 laps without wrecking each other. DJ Curtis took the lead because of pit stops. Cavanero, Jordan Davis just behind. Nico Hall still on the inside. He's keeping up on the pace as he actually gets by Curtis as Curtis slides way high to the top of the racetrack. Here comes Jordan Davis on the inside. He's going to go for the lead here. Oh, Davis goes to the lead. Lamas doesn't want anything of that nature to happen as he dives into the corner, almost wrecks Jordan Davis straight up. Percy Wright being called down to pit lane. Apparently sped on pit road and they didn't make the call to now. Looks like Citadino and another one of the Stuttgart cars also got called in. The stewards were very late on calling in this too fast on pit road caution, too fast on pit road accidents. We got a crash up there. If you saw in the top left corner of the screen, we've got smoke. Pericles down pit road as well, but we've got a caution already again. Looking at a replay here, Percy Wright slowing down causes the field to stack up. At least the bottom half of the field. And Duncan coming off the corner gets way loose, can't control the car, goes way below into the yellow, and slides into Nick Mace, and Dutta goes upside down. Nick Smith also involved, looks like fibrosis as well, and Dutta goes on his roof. Here's looking at a replay, Duncan getting loose, just can't control the car, goes into Mason, hard into Dutta and Smith. Nick Smith getting into Dutta causes him to flip over. Steam Bar third also involved. A couple other cars involved as well. Looks like Shelton was involved. And a tough break for Ian Dutta, who is making some big headway in the points in these last couple of weeks. We wish to apologize. This is actually Joshua Michaels, not Trev Fibrosis. And yeah, Michaels nowhere to go. Mace involved. Whoa! Okay. And Michaels saw a good bit of Dutta right there. Narrowly avoids him, although that could have been less close than that than it could have been. Green flag back in the air. Jordan Davis Let's see if we can go more than 3 laps without a caution this time. That's been the longest green flag run we've had, is 3 laps. And Dylan Young, whoa, out of nowhere with the move, goes up to first place. Seth Cole, as Davis swung high into the wall. Davis hard into the wall. Seth Cole charging his way forward, trying to edge James Shelley out of the way. And Davis now trying to rebound, but he needs to get to the inside line. Pericles holding up the inside. Glacier both going down to the inside. Could go 4 wide, maybe 5 wide. We've gone 5 wide here before. It actually surprisingly went better than it really should have, but Young Motorsports fighting. Cody Lamas trying to get up there. This is a pretty intense fight here, and we're less than a quarter of the way through this race. But look at Vincent Allen. What a move! He splits Hall, goes for Angel at the same time. Looks for Cavanero. Vincent Allen's giving one heck of a fight. Look at him go. That is 0 car is fast. And he is passing cars left and right. Whoa, whoa. Angel gets loose in the 70. Hard to the wall. Oh! And caution comes back out this time. It's for Sean Angel. He spins it out. And I think that car is broken, as they're going to have to put that on pit lane. Angel got loose as all hell. Lamas retakes the lead on pit stops with Dylan Young. Dylan Young with a fantastic jump right there. Washer did not get going at all. Here comes Young for 3 wide in the middle. Lamas getting left out. That did not take long. That 2 car is fast. Bad fast. This race has been as dirty and despicable as an Arkansas Elite Series race. You think that series is a complete wreck fest every week? Come check this out. We're imitating the Arkansas Elite Series right now. Not really. Not on purpose, but that's what it feels like. Alan Cavanero on the back bumper of Dylan Young, looking for the lead here. Could use Tamir Delis as a pick. Young goes way down to the inside. Here comes Cavanero in the 83, trying to get the run. James Shelley behind them, trying to get his lap back. 11 Thunder cars. I think that's Louvier up there. I'm not sure if he's a lap down. I didn't see him on the bottom lane. If that is indeed Louvier. Oh, man. Noah Hart running up in 6th place, battling with Seth Cole. Here's Sienna Shelton as, Hart puts the block on Seth Cole. That's a little bit early to be doing that kind of stuff. Noah Hart, the all-time wins leader in the series. He's actually gotten wins at this track before. This is pretty much his best track in the series. And Seth Cole, not happy at all, gives the number 18 a bump. And here comes Angel, who's more than 4 laps down at this point. Just trying to get his lap, trying to see if he can get laps back, as that 70 car still seems to be competitive. Skylar Johnson making her debut in the DuPont World Series of Racing this weekend here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Currently running up in 12th place. She got involved in that accident with, I believe, Zachary Fitzwater. She didn't really sustain much damage, although there looks like to be some roof caved in. However, she's still on the lead lap and doing quite all right, as avoided the rest of the wreck. So they're trying, Stucar United Motors trying to decide whether or not to keep Collard or put Skylar Johnson for the rest of the season. Collard put up quite the effort at Sebring, contending almost getting inside the top 10 on a road course, which is possibly going to be needed as Louvier gets hooked by Sean Angel, and that was a close call. Whoa, Angel, man at the 14 for some reason. Forces him up high, almost wrecked him, and then tried to wreck him again. That might need to be looked at, as Skylar Johnson dives into Matt Duncan. And everybody making just boneheaded moves. Skylar Johnson, I don't think she cares at this point. She's going to put everything she's got, as she's going to go for 3 wide. Shelton backed out of it, luckily, and this race is just calamity. On board Alan Cavanero, right behind the 2 of Dylan Young. He's trying to chase down that 2 car, as it looks like he actually kind of is, using the power of the draft. But Alan Cavanero, who has just been unstoppable these past couple of weeks, he's been inside the podium, I believe, 3 straight times now. Definitely making a run at the points lead, and if he keeps this up, we could be seeing a possible championship contention for from Alan Cavanero. Homestead Miami has a reputation for bringing in good runs from lower tier drivers. For example, Skylar Johnson here, in her first ever start, is somehow running inside the top 5 and is actually running quite fast laps despite being involved in a wreck and having some right side damage, along with Matt Duncan right behind her. So Homestead Miami, definitely the track for newcomers and rookies to shine. Zachary Fitzwater was one of those drivers, so we'll see if these guys can keep this run going. However, a lot of the higher up drivers are kind of hanging up in the back, trying to sort themselves out. So we'll see if they can hang on from here on out, as Davis almost just wrecks James Shelley. Seth Cole, the fastest car on track right now, in third, running down the leaders. Delise is a lap car, but somehow Delise is actually keeping up with the leaders. I don't know how he is, considering how he's been so far this season. But Seth Cole, he is running these guys down at a very quick rate. Cavanero is closing on Dylan Young, but I think Seth Cole might have something to say, as Cavanero is about to be inside a Young Motorsports sandwich, and I don't think that's going to go well for the 83. On board Deanna Shelton. If you want to see how hectic this racing at Homestead in Miami can be for a driver, just check this out. Shelton's getting a full view of a 4-car fight for a top 5 spot. And look how crazy it gets. Everyone using multiple lanes. This track has got multiple lanes of use if you know how to work it correctly. And it's just absolute chaos. And I'm surprised we've even gone caution-free for more than 10 laps at this point. Alan Cavanero is going to lead us for the first green flag pit stops of the day, as we are just over the halfway point. Cavanero going to be pitting here. Looks like Jordan Davis going to follow suit along with Curtis and Jordan Smith. Alright, we're going to see where Cavanero ends up. We got Seth Cole, Dylan Young, and looks like Dylan Young, will he keep the lead? Cavanero on the outside line with a huge head of steam. And Cavanero will now take the lead from Dylan Young. It took a pit stop to do it, but the 83 has got it done. Nice job by Cavanero. He takes the lead here at Homestead, Miami. A bad pit stop by the 48 team will put Cody Lamas a lap down. And another bad luck hit for Cody Lamas, second straight week. Lamas started on pole at Sebring and fell back, and now a pit stop issue is going to cost Lamas even more. And Lamas is running out of time to get back into the championship, and this is definitely not going to help his case at all. It's been a tough night for the S3 Motorsports team. Charles Samper is the only driver of the 4 S3 cars in this race that is even on the lead lap. The rest have been involved in crashes or had pit stop issues. Samper is staying solid. He is the highest of the SG Motorsports cars in terms of points, so he's definitely a championship hunter. So Samper trying to keep the championship hopes alive in his favor, but he's still got some work to do. He's putting in a pretty good showing here in the top 10. Jacob Hard and Noah Hard, the Fuel brothers, they are actually both inside the top 10 as well, running 8th and 9th. This is definitely one of their better tracks. Fuel Brothers always brings their best cars to Homestead, Miami, and this is no exception, as they are both running inside the top 10. If either of these two could possibly contend for the win, if we get another caution, it'll be quite interesting to see. We haven't had a Patriots Trophy driver win yet this season. Ooh, Matt Duncan and Dylan Young battling one-on-one here. Duncan gets loose. His brother wrecked out at the start of the race, as he's now fighting Dylan Young inside the top 5. Dylan Young is falling quickly, fading fast. As here comes an MBR driver. I think that might be Michael Block. If that is not Michael Block, it's Zach Rogers. But Matt Duncan, nice pass to Dylan Young. This has been Matt Duncan's best run of the year so far. Davis and Seth Cole having a dogfight up there for the second place spot. Davis going to give everything he's got in the tank, going to try and shove Seth Cole out of the way. But they need to realize that Cavanero is the target, and he's about 3-4 4 seconds ahead. DJ Curtis, Jordan Smith, top 2 in the points, going at a one-on-one. It's 1v1. And Curtis powers by the 80 car. Here comes Washer. Here comes Vincent Allen. Oh man, DJ Curtis. If he can finish ahead of Jordan Smith, the points lead could potentially completely diminish as Curtis is giving the fight to him. And now he's going to get Vibrosis out of the way. Will Vibrosis play nice with his teammate? Remember, Vibrosis is actually still technically a championship contender like his teammate, so he might not back off too well. But knowing Vibrosis, he's probably going to let him go, and he does. Chris Louvier in the 14. He himself is also having a pretty solid run tonight. He actually got up to 4th place before fading back, but he's actually given quite a decent effort this weekend. Last season, Chris Louvier actually led a lot of laps here at Homestead. It was a very impressive effort. I think this is probably turning into Louvier's best track, as he's given quite the effort in such middle equipment. Oh, this looks fun. Matt Duncan has caught Jordan Davis and Seth Cole, who are battling for 2nd place. And Duncan almost made it 3 wide, but backed out of it. Smart, a very smart move. There was no need to go for that. The 42 is pretty fast. Cabanero is still flying fast himself. Davis versus Seth Cole. That 8 car's been all over the 12 car's bumper. Ooh, slides into the 12, gets hit the bump and run. Davis, no more patience, gonna shove the 12 car out of the way. I don't think Seth Cole's gonna take very kindly to that. Here comes Matt Duncan though to the inside. Will he pull the same move as Davis did? Duncan seems to be giving the 12 car a little bit more room. That 402 car is a pretty clean driver. Well, Matt Duncan's pretty clean, as now he's going to try and fight Jordan Davis. It's a 3 car battle per second. Another honorable mention has got to be to Percy Wright, the 17. After he got into that accident in Pericles last week at Sebring, he's now running in the top 15, actually right behind our points leader, Jordan Smith. So Percy Wright, got to give him props. Red Viper Racing has actually been a pretty surprisingly well team. They've been putting up some good numbers as of late. That team seems to be knowing what they're doing somehow, considering who runs that team, who we shouldn't even speak of, but oh man. Alan Cavanero, final pit stops of the night. He's going to lead him down to pit road. He's going to surrender the lead to Matt Duncan, my bad. Matt Duncan actually is now a DuPont World Series of Racing leader, surprisingly. Cavanero going to kick off the pit stops from the lead lap. We'll see how this goes for him. Seth Cole leaves pit lane. Where, oh man, Cavanero lost a lot of ground, and Seth Cole's going to take the lead. First it was Seth Cole's pit crew that made him, that let Cavanero sweep on by, and now Cavanero's pit crew's going to let Seth Cole's pit crew let him slip on by. That made no sense whatsoever. But Seth Cole, with only a couple laps to go, is in the lead. DJ Curtis now up to 4th, and Jordan Smith has fallen back. The points lead could be changing hands here tonight. We're not quite sure if it'll be so, but DJ Curtis, what a night for him. This 19 car, they're trying as hard as they can to take away that 80 car's points lead, and it looks like they might be doing so tonight. Meanwhile, Cavanero making a run towards Seth Cole. Tamir DeLise, a lap down, trying to get back on the lead lap. DeLise wants to get his lap back here, but Cavanero with Seth Cole on the outside. Cavanero dives hard into the corner. Could he take the lead into this corner, or at least exiting it? No, he doesn't. Cavanero remains behind the 12, but DeLise helped the heck out of Cavanero with that one. That 83 car pounced. It made a 4 seconds in less than 4 laps. And now the battle is on. What will Cavanero do to try and retake the lead? Seth Cole's going to give everything he's got, but Cavanero's got one heck of a vehicle. Seth Cole only took 2 tires. Cavanero took 4. The gamble, I don't think, is going to work. The 83 all over the back bumper of the 12. Cavanero might be suffering a handling issue as he just cannot get by the 12. Here he goes. Into the corner. What will he do? He gives him the bump, and he's going to bump and run him into the lead. Cavanero with the move. Vintage Cavanero. He has a reputation for making those kind of moves, and this time it looks like it's going to be for a win. But can Seth Cole, but can he pounce back? I don't think he can. The 83 is just so strong. It's going to have to be lap traffic if Seth Cole wants even the slightest chance. White flag in the air for Alan Cavanero. My goodness, what a night this has been for this 83 team. Seth Cole, an honorable gamble, but it's not going to work. Half a lap to go for the 83. He won at Birmingham, England earlier this year. It was quite the dominating victory. And coming off turn number 4, Cavanero will dominate Homestead and will get his second win of the season and possibly have made himself a contender for the championship. Another top 3 finish. His third straight. His worst finish in the last 3 races. Second. Unbelievable. Alan Cavanero is a 2-time winner in the season for the first time in his entire career. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Tempers are flaring. William Duncan and Charles Jackson. And we've lost speed.